Good Money Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Whoopin Bet Show here, presented by the Kota Sports Gambling Network. Check us out on Twitter at Whoopin Bets, or follow the network at Kota Cappers on Instagram and Twitter. It is the first day of June. We have a few housekeeping things to take care of. Yesterday, we ended up going 3-1. We hit our play of the day. Washington, Indiana, under 164. There was a ton of line movement on that total. We get it a little lower at 164. It still hits. Claps for us. 3-1 day. You have to love it. You have to love it. That moves our record year to date this WNBA season 36-29 and 1 plus 9.27 units, ladies and gentlemen. But we do need to apologize. Before we get into that, yeah, I'm wearing a black hat with a goat on it. We went 3-1. We did goat things yesterday. I know it doesn't match with my striped shirt, so don't come at me in the comments. We're just living life, and we're trying to give you guys WNBA winners. So we got the hat after a solid day, and we're trying to build off that 3-1 day into today here with a few picks. But our last housekeeping thing here, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to apologize on Twitter to @BetWNBA. I said around the third quarter of the Indiana and Washington game, I said, I think @BetWNBA was right, LOL. Yes, let's see, on Tuesday, we said that we love the under in Indiana, Washington. And he said, no way. The account said, no way, ladies and gentlemen, no way at all. He said, fade, fade, fade. And okay, that's fine. I respect it. You know, I love a little banter back and forth on Twitter. But then for us to say, hey, it looks like you were right when things were looking like it was going to hit the under, we kind of jinxed it. We kind of jinxed the over, and it worked in our favor. And again, I just want to apologize to him because that's not how we do business. I don't want to jinx anybody's bets, anything like that. But again, he did say fade, so we thought that was an appropriate response. But looking back on it, we do apologize @BetWNBA. Sorry for that. We respect you. We love the account. Go follow them. Give them a follow on Twitter. And let's continue into today's bets here for today, Wednesday, June 1st. How about that? Summer's going to fly by, ladies and gentlemen. How is it already June already? Incredible. 1 month till July 4th, the best holiday of the season. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 games on today's slate. Today's video is out a little later, so I apologize for that. But this Indiana-New York Liberty line didn't come out until like late morning. So we're just getting back here for lunch from work, giving out winners. Let's get into it. Lynx, Dream. The Dream minus 4.5 at home. The over-under 157 here. The Lynx plus 162 on that money line. So again, I went back and forth on this. You know, can the Lynx come back? You know, the season, they're struggling a little bit. They have a couple more players out. I saw the injury list today, and they're missing a few other players, key players, some players that put up points for them. So I keep going back and forth. You know, can the Lynx cover plus 4.5 on the road? But at the end of the day, I'm taking the Dream. I'm taking the Dream minus 4.5, 5-3 against the spread. The only thing that does worry me a little bit is the Dream have not been a favorite this season. You look at the Lynx, they're 3-2 against the spread as underdogs, but on the road they're 2-3 against the spread. This Atlanta Dream team is looking pretty good right now. I think they've surprised some people so far early in this season, and I just think that this continues. The Lynx 2-7, not great. Now they go down to Atlanta and try and take on a Dream team that's having a dream season. You know, they're playing well. They're playing good basketball, strong defensively. I just think minus 4.5. I think the Dream can get this. They can win between 6 to 8 points at home. So we're going to take the Dream here, minus 4.5. My favorite game for today, I have 2 plays for this game. The Indiana Fever taking on the New York Liberty. Fever 3-8, Liberty 1-7. And you might be thinking, all right, Pace, here we go. You said Fever overs until the end of time. You said fade the Liberty. So what's it going to be here today as these 2 teams take on each other? And I'm going to surprise some people. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take the New York Liberty minus 1.5 first half. New York Liberty minus 1.5 first half. Liberty haven't played since Sunday. Indiana coming off a solid battle. They lost last night to Washington. But in that first half, they came out. They gave it their all. I believe they had the lead at halftime as well. So I know it's been fade the New York Liberty season. But with Indiana playing on that back-to-back, I think the Liberty can win this first half and cover this first half. I don't know necessarily if they're going to win the game. Minus 3.5 favorites. I see now it opened at minus 3.5. It's now minus 5.5. We ended up getting the first half minus 1.5. If we look at the right now, it's minus 2.5. So it went up one point. I like minus 2.5 as well. I think they win this first half by 3 to 6 points, let's say. I just think with the Fever now going on the road after they were just at home hosting the Mystics yesterday, now they go on the road to the Liberty, who have had some time off. I know they're missing a ton of players, injuries, other things like that. I know they're missing players, but I think Sabrina Ionescu can hold the Liberty together for this first half and get this cover. -1.5. I also like it at -2.5. The Liberty are the favorites, over under 164. The Fever plus 165 on that money line. And I'm taking the over. I know, like I said, we know that it's a back-to-back game here for Indiana. The Liberty, also the worst offense in the league. But the last time these guys played, the Liberty scored 86 points against the Fever, and that is 16 points above their season average. So again, I think that this is going to be possibly a no defense game. I think the Fever might mail it in after that tough battle with the Mystics last night, and might just kind of let the Liberty gain some confidence here. And I think, again, the Liberty have been scoring so low totals. If you look at the last couple of games, 61 points, 71, 78, 65, 71. That's not great for over 164. We think the Liberty can score some points on this struggling Indiana defense. At home, the Liberty are, and maybe build some confidence. But like I said, I like the over 164 here, and we like the Liberty -1.5. We locked it in earlier this morning. -2.5 it is right now for the first half. I also like that as well. So we got 3 plays, ladies and gentlemen, for today's slate. Again, follow us on Twitter at Whoopin Bets. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz below. We love to talk the slate with everybody. Ask questions, fade, tail. Best of luck, of course, if you tail, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace.